Back in my day, we didn't have all these fancy oscillating spindle tools. No, we had to use tar to glue chicken gristle to our willy, and we had to sand everything that way. Ha!
So we kind of did things bass-ackwards regarding the floor and the molding, but with the time we had and the constraints we were under, it just had to happen this way. So you can see the molding, I hope. This is the shape it's in currently. So the plan is to sand it down a little bit, at least make it even, you know, get the stain on it even. What I did a test piece, I'll show you here in a bit, and I can sand it down and put a coat of urethane on it, and it looks really nice. If I were to try and stain it again, I'd have to do a lot of work. I'd have to do a lot of work to get things to match and do all that kind of crap. So I'm just gonna sand it down. The wood has a really good color to it, and I'm just gonna urethane over it. We bought some oak shoe molding, and I had to go to 5 different home improvement centers to, you know, get something that would match, but we landed on fruit wood, Minwax fruit wood. So I've got those stained. I've got the 1 coat of urethane on those in the garage right now. We'll put another coat on. We'll get a couple coats on, well, we'll get at least 1 coat on these, and then I'll put on the shoe molding, and then I'll put 1 last coat of urethane on, and we'll be good to go. And after a month, we can finally get furniture back into our house. Yay! So let me show you what we're putting in here. This is the shoe molding. Now you may say, oh, it's just quarter round. It's not. It's a lot thinner. You can see if you had quarter round, it'd probably come out to probably about there. This saves a lot of trouble, I think anyway, with having stuff up against the wall, a little closer fit, and yeah, also it looks really nice. I like it. It was actually cheaper than quarter round. It's solid oak, stained with that same fruit wood stain. It's got 2 coats of urethane on it that have been sanded with 220. I'm putting them up while the urethane is still a little wet from that first coat. That way I think I'll have a little bit of a glue to stick there. Then we got to wait a little bit longer for that to dry. We'll sand it off, wipe it off, put on the final coat of urethane, and we'll be good to go. Here we are in the dining room, getting started on doing these floor moldings. Woohoo! You can see why I'm doing it here. See it pretty beat up. Various states of kickery, if you will. I'll walk you through the process. So what I do is I'm going to go through, I'll just show you. I do that to everything. It does a really good job of getting in those little nooks and crannies. And then we'll take palm sander, and I'll go along and get the base and kind of round over the profile here, and then I'll put some 150 on this and go over everything just to get some of the circular patterns out, and stain it, seal it, you know the rest. So it looks pretty good. It's still awfully light compared to the molding around the windows. So I think I am going to stain. I also couldn't really get rid of a lot of these. Well, I mean I could if I sanded a lot more, but I'm not going to sand a lot more. Maybe if we blend in some of these little miscolorings in there. So, well, I'm gonna wipe the rest of this down and we'll get to staining. I cannot believe how happy I am at how that turned out. Obviously it doesn't match exactly, but it has that same richness and it has that sort of the same color. I really like it. It's got that antique look. So I got the stain in. Look, you can kind of see how well it goes with the other existing stain. It hides a lot of the imperfections that I was worried about, yet you can still see the grain popping out there. I am very, very happy. So we're going to give that a little bit and then onto the urethane. So here's a quick product test report. I got this at the dollar store. Not bad, 60 yards of looks like, you know, the green tape. Thought, hey, why not? Let's give it a chance. This, got at Home Depot. I think it was $3 or something like that. I think it's ridiculous how expensive just regular masking tape is, let alone the, you know, the blue and the green painter's tape. So thought I'd try and save $1. Tried the dollar store tape, and unfortunately it is not going to be used again. I got a lot of touch up to do. So buyer beware. Unfortunately, you got to spend a couple extra bucks, but it's worth it in the long run for the touch-up. Well, there you have it, folks. It's a little late to do vacuuming. Kids are sleeping, but do a little vacuuming and mopping and buffing tomorrow, and the carpet and some furniture back in, and get life a little bit back to normal here. So, still got to do the radiator covers. We'll get there.